Darmstadt, as you were at the top of the table over in Germany, of course, as Leverkusen leave it late once again to keep their unbeaten streak well on track. But of course, who will join them in the Champions League? That's still to be decided. We're going to get into it next. That's right, folks, once again in a prediction video. Today we take a look at match number 32, that's right, over in Germany, and we'll get to it in a second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe and your one-stop shop for the Bundesliga is right here under one Ruski. Of course, we already know Leverkusen will be there. Bayern also confirmed their spot in, of course, the Champions League. But who will join them? It looks like Stuttgart and Leipzig for the time being, but maybe Dortmund have got their own sneaky path to that Champions League next time around. Darmstadt also down, we already know about that. But of course, who will join them in the Zweite Bundesliga next season? We'll get into all of that and try and figure it out in a second. Of course, big shout out once again to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you're new, smash the old subscribe, boys and girls. So we're going to get into it right here, right now. Recapping the results first, and then, of course, looking at the Super Brew, and then, of course, kicking on forward to the next week's games. Of course, starting off the top of the shop here, Bochum, 3-2 win over Hoffenheim. I went with a 1-1 draw myself. Leipzig, 4-1 demolition draw of Dortmund. I predicted the 5 goals, but I went with in favour of Dortmund. 3-2 win for them, but I got that one wrong. Bayern with a 2-1 win over Frankie. 3-0 winners in my eyes. Wolfsburg with a 2-1 away win against Freiburg. Big surprise there. Same could be said for Werder Bremen. 3-0 winners over Augsburg. I went with a 1-0 win the other way. Leverkusen could only muster a draw against Stuttgart, who are the real deal. They are the real deal. 2-0 winners, of course, for them. Gladbach could only muster a draw against Union Berlin. 2-1 winners in my eyes. Mainz and Köln, 1-1. I got on the spot on the nose, and I also got the spot on the nose. Heidenheim's victory over Darmstadt, 1-0 win as well. So pretty shitty, or pretty rough around the edges for my picks. What about you guys? Let's have a little look then, shall we, for the Bundesliga Super Brewski. Of course, just firing up right here, right now. Of course, the currently situation looks like this. Of course, well done to Saki, picking up 8.5 points this past week for the 7-7, and Summit 2018 with 7. Frosty up there with 6 as well. And then the rest of the guys with, of course, a reasonable, if not pathetic, scores as well. So those are, of course, the situation for the last week's action. This is, of course, the current leaderboard. As you see, Zanders is your main man right now, 270.5 points. So 3.5 points clear off Costas K, who got the wooden spoon there, of course, this past week. So not great for him. Saki picking up the yellow jersey, 259.5. Bit of a ways off for him, but he can still do it. Still lots of points to be had. Bit of snookers and all that kind of jazz. And if you see your name in there, make sure you smash the old like, guys. We are still trying to keep the likes going, keep on moving. The situation, though, in the table looks like this. As you see it, Leverkusen, of course, cannot be caught. A couple of draws on the bounce, though. But meanwhile, Bayern, 69 points for them at the moment. 3 wins on the bounce. Stuttgart remaining in top 4 condition and look like they're going to hold on as well. Leipzig, big win for them last week. Meanwhile, Darmstadt are down. Of course, Köln look like they're going to join them. And then, of course, it's the race to avoid that relegation playoff spot with Mainz. That's the situation we currently find ourselves, of course. But we've got a big week of action over in the Bundesliga, including these games. That's right. I'm going to start with the top of the shop there. It is Hoffenheim. It is Leipzig. And that's coming up on Friday, the 3rd of May. That's right. Of course, over the Rhein-Neckar Arena. They have played each other 17 times in 2016. 3 wins for Hoffenheim, 11 wins for Leipzig, 3 draws, of course. Hoffenheim with a 4-0 win, their biggest, scoring 20 goals in 17 matches, 1.18 goals a game. The visitors, Leipzig, 3-0 win, their biggest, scoring 30 goals in 17 matches, 1.76 goals a game. Leipzig on red-hot form right now, 92% form for them right now, winning 4 in the bounce. They are 4th, 62 points for the campaign against the Hoffenheim side, 2 wins for the last 6. They are 9th, 39 points for the season as well. Last time around, over at Hoffenheim, it was a 3-1 win for Leipzig back in November 2022. In fact, Leipzig have won 5 in the bounce against Hoffenheim over the course of those last 5 matches. Of course, the odds for this one, we're looking at Hoffenheim 5-1 for the victory, 20-9 on Asia. Leipzig 15-4, of course, is the draw here. We are going to go with another victory for Leipzig to make it 6 in the bounce and continue their top 4 domination. Meanwhile, Stuttgart against Bayern, of course, a bit of a ding-dong affair over the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Played each other 66 times in 1992, 10 wins for Stuttgart, 46 wins for Bayern, 10 draws, of course, the biggest win for Stuttgart, 4-1 win, scoring 73 goals in 66 matches, 1.11 goals a game as well. Bayern, 5-0 win, the biggest, scoring 156 goals in 66 matches, 2.36 goals a game on average. Bayern, 75% form for them right now. They are 2nd, 69 points for the campaign against a Stuttgart side, 64 points for the campaign. They are 3rd, 67% form for them right now, heading into this one. Last time around, though, over at the Mercedes-Benz Arena, it was a 2-1 win for Bayern back in March 2023. The reverse fixture, a 3-0 win for Bayern over at the Allianz Arena back in December. Bayern are unbeaten against Stuttgart over the last 6, picking up 4 wins and a couple of draws. Of course, the odds for this one, though, Stuttgart 6-5 for the victory, 2-1 is your Bayern, 13-5, of course, is the draw. I think I have gone with the draw here, 2-2 on this one. I think Bayern will slip it up. They got a busy week, Champions League as well, so busy couple of weeks, I think, so they'll be maybe prioritizing or strategizing their exit path for one of these 2 tournaments here. Meanwhile, Werder Bremen up against my boys, Borussia Mönchengladbach, coming at you over at the Wasserstadion. Played each other 59 times. Since 1992, 23 wins for Bremen, 23 wins for Gladbach, 13 draws, of course. Bremen, 5-1 win, the biggest, scoring 95 goals in 59 matches, 1.61 goals a game. Against the Mönchengladbach side, 5-0 win, the biggest, scoring 99 goals in 59 matches, 1.68 goals a game as well. 42% form for Gladbach right now, just one win in the last 5. They are 13, 32 points for the season against the Bremen side, who are 11th. 37 points for the season, 42% form for them, but back-to-back wins heading into this one. Last time around, over at the Wasserstadion was a 5-1 win for Bremen back in October 2022. The reverse fixture in Gladbach, 2-2 draw it was back in December. The odds for this one, 5-4 is your Werder Bremen, 2-1 is your Gladbach, 5-2 is the draw. I've got to back my boys here, 2-1 win for them on the road. They need a result, otherwise they could be sucked into that playoff relegation nonsense, which of course we want to avoid big time. Meanwhile, Dortmund are up in action against Augsburg, and again, just like Bayern, maybe somewhat distracted. Played each other 26 times since 2011. 16 wins to Dortmund, 3 wins to Augsburg, 7 draws. Of course, the biggest win for the hosts. 5-1 win, the biggest, scoring 64 goals in 26 matches, 2.46 goals a game on average. Meanwhile, Augsburg, 2-0 win, the biggest, scoring 32 goals in 26 matches, 1.23 goals a game as well. Augsburg just 1 win in the last 5, 42% form for them right now. They are 8th, 39 points for the season against the Dortmund side, 42% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 4. They are 5th, 57 points for the season as well. Last time around, over at the Signal Iduna Park, it was a 4-3 win for Dortmund back in January 2023. The reverse fixture in Augsburg, 1-1 draw it was back in December this campaign. Dortmund are unbeaten against Augsburg over the last 6, 4 wins, couple of draws to boot. The odds for this one, 10-7 on is your Dortmund, 3-1 of course is the draw, 7-2 is of course your Augsburg here. We are going to go with a win for the hosts here, 3-0 win for them. Again, busy week, Champions League action, all that kind of jazz, but of course focus, where is the focus? Meanwhile, Wolfsburg are up in action against Darmstadt. Of course, played each other 6 times in 2014, 4 for Wolfsburg, 1 for Darmstadt, 1 draw, of course. Wolfsburg rocking a 1-0 win, their biggest, scoring 10 goals in those 6 games, 1.67 goals a game on average. Darmstadt, though, 3-1 win, their biggest, scoring 8 goals in 6 games, 1.33 goals a game as well. Darmstadt rocking a 1-0 win, 1 win in the last 6, 25% form for them right now. They are down, 18th for the table, 17 points for the season against the Wolfsburg side, who've had a bit of a resurgence right now. 3 wins, 3 defeats in the last 6. They are 12th, 34 points for the season under Ralf Hasenhüttl. Of course, the last time around over at the Volkswagen Arena, it was a 1-0 win for Wolfsburg back in March 2017. The reverse fixture in Darmstadt, 1-0 win it was also for Wolfsburg back in December this season. The odds for this one, Wolfsburg 5-2 on for the victory, 7-2 is the draw here. It's 5-2 on. 7-1 is the away win for Darmstadt. I'm going to go with Wolfsburg. 2-0 win for them. They're right back in the thick of things, or right back in a bit of form right now. 2-0 win for them moving forward. Meanwhile, Köln, again, against Freiburg on the 4th be with you. Made a 4th be with you. 42 times they played each other since 1993. 14 wins for Köln, 21 wins for Freiburg. 7 draws, of course, the biggest win for the hosts. 4-0 win. Scoring 49 goals in 42 matches, 1.17 goals a game on average. Freiburg, 5-0 win, the biggest, scoring 62 goals in 42 matches, 1.48 goals a game heading into this one. Freiburg, 42% form for them right now, just 1 win in the last 4. They are 7th, 40 points for the season. Gets a Köln side, just 1 win in the last 6, 17th for the table, 23 points for the season heading into this one. Last time around over in Köln, it was a 1-0 win for Freiburg back in April 2023. The reverse fixture, a 2-0 win for Freiburg. That was back in December. And of course, Freiburg rocking 3 wins on the bounce. Haven't conceded a goal against them in those last 3 as well. The odds here, 6-5 is your Köln, 21-10 is your Freiburg, 5-2 is the draw here. I am going to go with the draw because Köln are fighting, scrapping to avoid that relegation playoff stuff or relegation in general. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw myself on this one. Meanwhile, into Sunday's game, the 5th of May, it's Union Berlin against Bochum coming at you over at the An der Alten Forsterei. Played each other 25 times since 2001. 12 wins for Union Berlin, 9 wins for Bochum, 4 draws. Of course, now the biggest win for the hosts, 4-0 win, scoring 37 goals in 25 matches, 1.48 goals a game. Bochum, though, 3-0 win, the biggest, scoring 34 goals in 25 matches, 1.36 goals a game heading into this one. Bochum, though, 33% form for them right now, just 1 win in the last 6. They are 15th at the table, 30 points for the season against the Union Berlin side. 33% form for them right now, winless in 5, 14th for the table, 30 points for the season. Also, last time around, over in Berlin, it was a 1-1 draw back in April 2023. The reverse fixture in Bochum, 3-0 win it was for Bochum back in December this season. Bochum are unbeaten against Union Berlin over the last 3, 2 wins and a draw to boot. The odds here, though, 20-19 on is Union Berlin. 5-2, of course, is the draw. 14-5 is your Bochum here. We are going to go with a 2-0 win for Union Berlin, back to winning ways, of course, and leapfrogging, or at least breaking away from Bochum in the process. Meanwhile, rocking, of course, over in Frankie is Frankfurt up against the champions. It's Bayer Leverkusen at the Deutsche Bank Park. Played 53 times, 1982, 16 wins for Frankie, 29 wins for Leverkusen, 8 draws, of course. Now, the biggest win for the hosts, 5-1 win the biggest, scoring 69 goals in those 53 matches, 1.30 goals a game. Leverkusen, those 6-1 win the biggest, 109 goals scored in 53 matches, 2.06 goals a game on average. Leverkusen, 75% form for them right now, however, without a win in the last 3. They are top, they're going to be top, of course, they are champions, 81 points for the season against the Frankfurt side, 6th in the table, 45 points for the season, just 1 win in the last 6 matches. Last time around, though, over at Frankie, it was a 5-1 win for Frankfurt back in October 2022. The reverse fixture, a 3-0 win it was for Leverkusen back in December. Of course, the away side has not won this game since Leverkusen beat Frankfurt back in November 2017. In fact, the home side has won each and every game since that one. In fact, the last time this match ended in a draw was way back in December 2014. So the omens are not in favour of Leverkusen extending that unbeaten run here. Of course, 21-10 is your Frankie, 12-5 is your draw, 5-4 is your Leverkusen. The bookies, though, fancy Leverkusen to continue that. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win, but I'm actually now leaning towards a draw on this one. But, of course, again, busy week for Leverkusen. They may even lose in the Europa League, which may have a domino effect in this one. So we'll see about that. And then wrapping up, it's Heidenheim, it's Mainz. It's coming at you also on Sunday, the 5th of May. Played each other just the one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Heidenheim on 50% form for them right now. 1-2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over the last 6. They're 10th, 37 points for the season. Up against, of course, Mainz size, 75% form for them right now, unbeaten in at least the last 6 games. They are 16th for the table, 28 points for the campaign. That one and only match was the reverse fixture. It was a 1-0 win for Heidenheim. Of course, back in December 2023. Of course, coming at you, the bookies odds for this one. Heidenheim 2-1 for the victory, 13-10 is your Mainz, 12-5, of course, is the draw here, guys and girls. Going to go with a win for nobody. Point apiece, point in the bag. And, of course, that will wrap up my picks, guys. That will be it. And if I am right, the table will look a little bit like this. That's right, Leverkusen, of course, remaining top of the charts there. 14 points clear over Bayern. Then it's Leipzig. Then it's Stuttgart going down a 4th right now. Just 5 points clear over Dortmund. Going down, Darmstadt, Köln, of course, into hot water there. Mainz, big mover, or remaining where they are, to be honest with you. That's my take. Make sure you smash your subscribe, smash your likey. Of course, come back for the next games over in the Bundesliga.